Good morning. It is day 28. Yesterday I enjoyed it. It was beautiful scenery up in the trees. You know, some majestic giant trees. Kari and tingle and some she oak and a couple of other types. Lots of birds around, lots of parrots especially. Little parrots, lorikeets and that sort of thing. Where am I going? Leaving the road. Good. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. And then hit the shelter, busy shelter. 13 people, but only 8 of us were actually in the shelter. Everyone else camped. Yeah, nice night. And warm last night. Definitely the warmest night it's been. I still had my puffer jacket on in the evening, as I have every single evening. But during the night it was actually very warm in my sleeping bag. And this morning, short sleeves. It has been a long time. I don't think I've ever started first thing in the morning with short sleeves. Today is, I think, 18k, 17k to the first shelter, and then another 11, 12k to it's a commercial campground, because the distance between the two shelters is 52 kilometres, and I'd rather not do that. But today we head back out to the coast, back down to the beach, so should be nice. Weather looks like it's going to be a lovely day, like yesterday was. So, yay! Good hill to start the day. Not overly steep, but enough to get me puffing, and a little bit sustained. Still climbing a bit. And we're heading downhill now. There is a little bit of climbing today. I think it's 700 vertical metres today. Over 30k. So there's some ups and downs, some really steep one coming up out of the beach, the first beach I get to. Beautiful tree, look at that. Looks like it's wearing a skirt like the Turkish dervish dancers use, so twirling around. Alright. About to start a steep descent, about a kilometre, dropping down to a highway which we then cross over. Yeah, just walking along, very few birds. It's strange. Right, crossing the highway and continue dropping all the way down to the coast. I was wondering what those big posts were. And there's stuff here as well. And there's a little sign that now tells me site of a former railway siding. And now we are on a shared use trail, so watch out for bikes. On the road still. It's not a shared use trail, it's a road. A road that cars aren't allowed on. But there's been shade, which is nice. It is going to be a hot day. And a junction. And still in a road, but an older road, and single track. Transition from the forest into the dune area, so the flowers are coming back. These bright red ones. Lovely trail. I quite enjoyed most of it. There was that one longish bit on the road, but apart from that, it's all been lovely single trail. That's interesting. Up the hill next to the farmland and off back onto single track. That's the way I'm going. And just a view down to the sea. These are pretty cool. Vegetation's a little tighter over this section of the track. Not bad, it's still easily passable. Just small sections. Oh, this is nice and clear now. pink highlights on the petals. Yesterday I could feel my tendon every now and again, especially in that really long downhill on the road. I think I was going a little bit fast, so every time I felt it I'd slow down a bit and loosen off the laces. And today it's pretty good. Once again, just every now and again I can feel it slightly, not sore at all, but just enough to know that I still can't walk at full pace, but that's alright. I've got plenty of time today. First snake of the day is a tiger snake, disappeared into the grass. I think we gave each other a fright. Just came round the corner. Hey, 2 snakes! Would be nice if it just laid on the path for a little bit so I could get a photo of it. Then it can disappear off. Maybe the next one. Just on this road, 50 metres, going across the stream and back into single track. Dropping down into wetlandy type area now. Just been up a very steep hill, lots of steps. Now we're coming down the other side. Whew, that was a steep one, but gentler coming down. Probably only a couple of k away from the beach now, just winding the way through the dunes, down in the trees in the lower parts and a little bit more open sometimes. I've been on a narrow, quite overgrown trail, and suddenly you come out onto this super wide boardwalk. It just seems so out of place. And stairs. So I'm just up the stairs from that boardwalk, and now we're back to narrow track again. What are these cowslip orchids? A little bit of a panorama. We're just continuing along this ridgeline, up and down, and the ocean again. Big hill up there. There we go. Gorgeous. Yay, cool. See the trail along the ridge. Civilization, sealed path. Looks like we're going to have steps going down. A lovely looking beach. Right, down we go. Conspicuous cliff. That is snake number 2 of the day. It's only a little baby. Look at that. Sunning itself down there. That's tiny. Beautiful sand dune. Look at this. The stairs, quite steep dunes there. Around. It's quite deep sand. I've gone into where the tide's gone out, so it's a bit better, but I'm still sinking in. It's only a short walk, just to get the taste of the beach, and now we're heading up there. Right, heading along. I'd say we're probably heading up and around in the valley. I'm looking at the prints in the sand. A little animal. It looks like a little lizard type thing. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's from the succulent. We saw it the other day, but flowers weren't quite as big. Wow. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It's just sitting there. I'm probably only about 3 meters away. Bit of erosion proofing. steep climb up. Still climbing up onto the top. That's the beach I was on. Came up this valley and then climbing up the side of this hill. Ocean out that way. And still climbing. Nearly at the top though. Let's see it going up there. That was a little beach, and the cut in there we came in. And still climbing, but very nearly at the top now. Reached the top, now going along there, drop down the other side, and possibly see the shelter from over there. Pretty rugged landscape there. Oh, gorgeous here. Quite low line, must be very windy. Shelter! See the shelter roof. This is Rame Head Shelter. Pretty standard setup, except for it's got a little sunroom just there. And it's got a bit of a view, but the vegetation's quite high, so you can't see much, only the distant view. Alright, I now have 11 kilometres to get to the campground, and it is just about all downhill and then just little ups and downs, so should be a relatively gentle afternoon. Looks like we're on the vehicle track for a while. See it across there. It's climbing the bush. Look at that. Up it goes, up it goes. I don't know where it's heading. No idea what it is. The road certainly stands out being white. I can see it there, and then also on that hill in the far distance as well. Right, looks like we are leaving the road. There's 35 minutes on that road, and oof, wow, that's deep sand. And we're heading onto single track. Lovely. This is the last of the drop, and then across the flatlands, which is just lots of little ups and downs. All the way over to there. It's an old boot washing station. Still going up and down, lots of little ups and downs. Nice track. Little weeny section of boardwalk. Lots of little weeny lizards scurrying across the path and into the brushes, but just cannot get them because they are so fast. Just getting a bit boggy here, so the boardwalks are appreciated. There's a long stretch of water, but there's an alternate path that's been created. It goes all the way around to the other end of it. What's another snake? I jumped over it because of the colour. It just looked like a stick. It's absolutely tiny, maybe 50 centimetres. It's a beautiful colour, and then it graduates from that nice colour through to a darker brown. That is, wow, just amazing. I've come back out towards the coast a bit. Now we walk more along the edge of the coast for a while, which would be nice, get a view. It's been nice inland, different vegetation and a snake. But it'll also be nice to be beside the ocean, even if it means the tracks are going to be a little sandier than they have been. Oh, cool. Big waves up there. It's a good marker. They made a really tall one, so it's easy to see. I've got to go across there. That's me. these beaches are have steep drop-offs. Variety today. The ducks enjoying the puddle. A bit wilder here. Not quite sure where our trail goes. I can see a wooden post over there, and I can see a sign over there. Guess we'll see. Might be on the rocks. Yep, looks like we just make our way around on the sand and the rocks. Go over to there. This is something I'm used to walking over from New Zealand. See the trail going up there. Right, we are heading up this hill called Castle Rock. Should be a nice view from the top. This is Cape. Right, and heading up to the top. Here's the marker. Heading down the other side of Castle Rock, and it's along the coastline. Little maintenance wouldn't go amiss. It's pretty with these flowers, but I don't quite need them in my face. Oh, it's better. It's a bit more open. It's just oh no, a couple more bits. There's a car park there. Look at this trail, manicured. Oh, wonder how long that's gonna last. It's nothing like what we've been walking on. It gives people that park at the car park the wrong impression of what the Bibbulmun's like. Oh, it looks like we go back to normal over there. It's a little loop, goes somewhere, and we are back onto our normal standard of trail. Another picnic table. You can see why, it's beautiful along here. Right, to make out our trail going up to the top of that hill. There's a trail, goes down to there, and then I see a Bibbulmun marker just on those rocks there, and then up that beach. And then along the coast. Ew, boggy bit. So coming across here, across the rocks, keep going across the rocks, and then we'll start heading around, I think. There's the next marker over there. This is fun. Oh, this little pool would be nice if it was warmer. Too cold for me. There was no signposting, there was a road up there, and I wasn't sure if you go up the road, but I decided to cut across the rocks here and came across this little path, and now a post. So this was the right way to go, and now there's a post over there, so I'm definitely on the right path, but yeah, I wasn't quite sure. This sand is really hard work. There's a marker up there. Oh, you're going along the beach here. It's just deep sand. Oh, pretty tiring. I'm glad I'm getting close to the campground. It's just, yeah, fun for a short time, but Yeah, something different, sort of different. Ground is in behind there, so 500 metres away. Got a few seagulls joining me for a while. The sand is nice. This is firm sand. Left the beach. There's no sign to say leave the beach, but my map says leave the beach. And the campground's in this way. Right. It's only 2:10, but I'm pretty glad I'm stopping. I'm looking forward to an ice cream and a Coke. Marker now, it's over there. I forgot to get a video last night. There's my tent all set up. First time in a long time I've actually had to set my tent up.